Good morning. I'm Berks County Commissioner Christian Leinbach. I want to welcome you to the Commissioners Board meeting for August the 14th. We are both in person and also broadcasting through Microsoft Teams Town Hall. We'll call the meeting to order with a moment of silence followed by a pledge to our flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. At this time, I'll recognize Veronica Lepore, my executive assistant, to read the public comment notice.
Good morning. Thank you. Public comment will be accepted in person and through the Q&A function. Please include your first name, last name, and municipality for all comments. Any comments without name and municipality will not be considered. Each citizen can submit one comment. Comment length is dictated by limitations of the platform being used, Teams Q&A. In-person comments will be accepted first, followed by comments submitted virtually. The meeting comment period is limited to a total of 30 minutes, including both in-person and virtual comments. This time period may be extended at the discretion of the board. Please be concise. Comments that are germane to county business will be read during the meeting and should not be considered to be interactive dialogue with the commissioners. The county solicitor shall be the final arbiter of whether a comment is germane and should be read. Any commissioner response to public comment will be done at the discretion of the commissioners.
Thank you very much, Veronica. Are there any additions or corrections for the August 7th meeting minutes? Hearing none, the minutes will stand approved as presented. We had two executive sessions, one on August 11th dealing with personnel and another on August the 14th, today dealing with personnel and contract negotiations. Do we have any public comment on agenda items in person? No, and nothing online. So we will move to the first item, and that is a special presentation from our Chief Financial Officer, who is with us virtually. As Deputy Laura Jones is here in person, so she'll be flagging us if he says anything incorrect or inappropriate. Just wanted to let you know, Bob Patrizio, that you've got somebody leaning over your shoulder here, okay?
I understand, Commissioner.
So Bob will be presenting the annual bond compliance report for the calendar year 2024. And did you have a comment, Commissioner Rivera?
I was just going to ask, does a 3-minute time limit apply to Bob as well?
Well, let me look at his, I have a copy of his report.
Do you have the hourglass? Go ahead and turn it.
Maybe 3 minutes per bullet. How about that?
Yeah, no, it'll be faster than that, Commissioners.
Okay.
Thank you.
Go ahead, Bob.
You know, as you know, we're required by we have a bond compliance policy and a checklist. The purpose for that checklist and policy is to demonstrate, should we ever be receiving inquiry from the SEC or an audit request by IRS related to tax-exempt financing and bonds, that we take that responsibility to comply with those laws and regulations seriously. And according to that policy, we're required once a year to give a report to the Board of Commissioners at an advertised public meeting to demonstrate to you and to report back to you that we have in fact complied with those requirements. And in this particular case, we're doing that for the calendar year ended December 31, 24. More specifically, I'm pleased to report we satisfied our 270-day reporting requirement to the municipal market website, otherwise known as EMMA, for our 12/31/24 audited financial statements and other financial and operating data. Big shout out to the Controller's Office and our Controller, Joe Rutterow, for getting that audit done really the first time that I can remember in several years before June 30th. So that was an amazing feat. We posted our annual budget within 10 days of adoption, which is also required. We did not have any other listed events. Listed events would be that we had a bond rating change, whether it's an upgrade or a downgrade. If we defaulted on our debt service payments, we had any material new leases, which we did not, or if we had any other financial commitments, and that would include loan guarantees. If we had any of those, we have to report them within 10 days of the event or 10 days of becoming aware of the event. We consulted with bond counsel in 24 regarding listed events. We kept abreast of IRS and SEC rule changes by reviewing IRS tax exempt bond site for updates, changes, and also attending trainings specific to bond tax exempt financing and related bond compliance. We also have a thing called private use. That's simply that if you allow your facilities to be used by a private enterprise, the federal government, or certain non-for-profits, that's considered private use, and you can't exceed 10% of the use of the building with private use. And I'm pleased to report that we still are under that, significantly under that percentage. There's other requirements that I listed in report, but they do not apply. They will apply if and when we do another tax exempt financing, and then we would be reporting back on the remaining bullets in the report. So in the interest of time, I'm not going to cover that. It's because it's not applicable to us for the year ended December 31, 24. So unless there's any questions, commissioners, that completes my presentation to the board.
Thank you very much, Bob. I actually should have asked this earlier. Is this a report that it's appropriate for us to make a motion to accept the report for the record? Yeah, I think that would be a good idea.
I'll make a motion to accept the report for the records.
Second.
The motion has been made and seconded. Any discussion or comments? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? The motion is carried. Thank you very much, Bob. Thank you, Laura. And thank you to the Controller's Office. That is an important piece in the process, and the Controller and the Budget Department really can't do this without each other. So we appreciate John is here from the Controller's Office today. If you can take that back to Joe Ruddero and the team, we would appreciate that. Okay, moving on. Item 1, authorizing under that Budget Department, adopt a resolution authorizing 2025 budget transfers in the amount of $2,355,696 and 2025 appropriations in the amount of $2,257,711 per listing dated August the 8th of 2025. One item listed under Human Resources, authorize the appointment of Colin McGee to Law Clerk 1 in Court Administration. Just 2 items listed under the Commissioners. Item A, adopt a resolution authorizing Kevin S. Barnhart, Chief Operations Officer, to execute the First Amendment to a contract between the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania Department of Community and Economic Development and the Berks County Commissioners for a 1-year extension for the Northeastern Berks Joint Comprehensive Plan. Its contract activity period as amended will be July 1 of 23 to June 30th of 2027. Item B, adopt a resolution authorizing execution and approval of the following Berksheim policies. A, open employment and volunteer policy. B, equal opportunity for staff development policy. And C, open admissions policy statement. Item 2, a motion to authorize the execution of contract agreements and amendments as set forth on the contract agenda listing dated August the 11th of 2025. There are 6 total contracts, 2 with Children and Youth Services, 1 jointly with Children and Youth Services and Juvenile Probation, 1 with Facilities and Operations, and 1 jointly with Facilities, Department of Emergency Services, Jail, MDJs, Park and Rec, and youth shelter, and then one with information systems. Item 3, a motion to authorize the execution of the payments and electronic transfers for the week ending August the 15th of 2025.
Motion to approve the agenda as presented.
Second.
Motion has been made and seconded. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye. Opposed? The motion is carried. We'll move now to reports of our treasurer and controller. Our treasurer's not here today, but in his absence, we have Linda Weaver online. Linda,
Good morning.
good morning.
We have an opening balance of $273,700,789.84. We have a balance to clear of $4,623,452.42, leaving us with a balance of $269,077,337.42.
Thank you very much, Linda. And Joe Ruddero is also out today. In his absence, we have John DeTizio from the Controller's Office. John.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. For the week ending 8/15/25, we have a total accounts payable of $17,203,291.43. And we also had an employee payroll of $5,567,838.10 for a total cash disbursement of $22,771,129.53.
Thank you very much, John. And now we will move to our Chief Operations Officer, Kevin Barnhart.
Thank you, Commissioner Linebaugh. Our team has nothing to offer at the present time.
Very good. With that, we are at Commissioner's comments, and we'll begin with Commissioner Michael Rivera.
Thank you, Commissioner Linebaugh. Just want to update on some different events we have been at and some things that are coming up. This past Thursday, all three of us had the opportunity to go to the Helping Harvest Community Kitchen ribbon cutting here on Washington Street in Reading. Great job what they did there. That building sat vacant for many, many, many years. It's now coming back to life there on the first floor there. And surely there will be a Head Start opening up there as well. But this part of Helping Harvest was a much needed addition to what they do. One, it's a teaching kitchen, but also Helping Harvest received many donations that were in bulk, frozen. Excuse me. Either in bulk, frozen, or big cans, or containers that they really couldn't give out to the people to take home, so they didn't have what to do with them. So now with this kitchen, they're able to use them to prepare meals. Those meals are then frozen and delivered to people in need in the community. They can just put them in the microwave or in the oven to warm them up. And that way we're making good use of the food that is donated to Helping Harvest and helping out those who have food needs. Also on Friday, we had the opportunity to go visit the Olivet Boys and Girls Club Blue Mountain Camp in Hamburg and see how the kids there were having tons of fun. For a lot of the kids that were there, most of them are from the city, and many of them have never even left the city. And for many of them, this was the first time going up to a camp and walking out in the woods, using a swimming pool out there and having a day of fun there. So a great job that Olivet is doing with the kids here with their summer camp. I think they had close to 800 kids in the summer camp program. On Monday, we also had the opportunity to visit the Hope Rescue Mission and Lighthouse as part of a team building opportunity. Had the opportunity to see what is going on there. Commissioner Linebaugh has some pictures he's going to show there.
There's a picture of the group here. Here we go.
Had the opportunity to write down back to school birthday cards for the kids that are there at Lighthouse. So a great opportunity to learn more about what Hope Rescue does and the Lighthouse as well. They do a fantastic job there. This past Tuesday and Wednesday, yesterday, the 2025 PA Election Officials Conference was being held at Bear Creek Mountain Resort here in Berks County, and Commissioner Santoni and I had the opportunity to go up there and give welcoming remarks to the people that were there. We had members from all over Pennsylvania who are election officials, different counties throughout the Commonwealth that are there to learn more about elections, what's working, what's not working, discussions as to best practices and so forth. And Secretary Al Schmidt was there as well, together with other members of the PA Department of State. That same Tuesday, we came back after those welcoming remarks and held here the National Poll Worker Recruitment Day press event, which also had Secretary Schmidt here with us. We had 5 different poll workers. 2 of them spoke about their what they've done, how it is for them to be poll workers, and encouraging others to sign up as poll workers. We also had members of the press here who had numerous questions for the poll workers and for our election staff as well. So thank you to the Department of State, Secretary Schmidt, for holding that here in Berks County and highlighting the great work that our staff and poll workers do here in Berks County. Tuesday as well, I had the opportunity to go to the Reading Railroad Heritage Museum in Hamburg. If you like railroads and you have not been to the Reading Railroad Heritage Museum, you have to go there. It's a great, great museum. The interesting thing about it, it is run completely by volunteers. There's no paid staff there. They have limited hours. It's on their website. They have special events that come up, but really great opportunity to learn about the Reading Railroad history and see some of the cool stuff that they have there. That will be on my BCTV show, which is the 4th Monday of August, 4th Monday of August at 6:30 on BCTV. But again, look them up, Reading Railroad Heritage Museum. You can Google them and see what they have online as well. Yesterday, we were at the Rodale Institute. I don't know if Commissioner Santoni has the full name of the group that was there. It was the MATPRA, but maybe he'll talk about that a little bit more. But these are people from the Eastern Pennsylvania, basically Pennsylvanian states surrounding Pennsylvania, that go out and learn about what's around us, and they write articles for this. And there's people also from the visitors bureaus from these states and counties. This was put together by the Visitors Bureau, but this was their conference and it was done here in Berks County as well. So getting a lot of people here to Berks County to see all the things great things that are going on. So thank you to Heather and all the other staff at the Visitors Bureau for putting this great event together. The feedback we got was very, very positive from the attendees of the conference. Today, we will be attending the grand opening of the Oak Brook Center for Community Services. We were at the ribbon cutting 2 years ago, almost a little over 2 years ago. It was in July of 2023. And we're seeing the ribbon cutting happening today. This is a center there that will help give a hand up to the people of Oak Brook and the surrounding neighborhoods as well. So really looking forward to that today. Tomorrow, we are having our employee recognition breakfast. I want to take the opportunity to thank all our employees who will be recognized for their 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Every 5 years, we recognize them for their years of service at the county. So congratulations to all those being recognized. And say it again and again, our employees are the face of Berks County government, and they are the ones who get the work done on a daily basis. So thank you. And on Saturday, I will be leaving to the County Commissioners of Pennsylvania Annual Conference, which will be held in Somerset County. I'll be there from Saturday to Wednesday together with my 2 colleagues. And last item, there is no election board meeting today. That's all I have. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Commissioner Rivera. We'll move now to Commissioner Dante Santoni.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I will be brief. Commissioner Rivera reported on a lot of the items that I was going to discuss. As he said, the Berks County was sort of the epicenter of a number of different organizations. Talked about the Pennsylvania County Election Officials Conference that was held at Bear Creek Inn. Both the Eastern Pennsylvania County Election Personnel and the Western Pennsylvania Election Personnel Association are represented there. They're people that basically do the same job that our Ann Norton does and our Stephanie Najiri, as they were there participating in the conference. And as Commissioner Rivera said, Secretary Schmidt was there as well to give some opening remarks with Commissioner Rivera and myself. The MATPRA that we attended last night at Rodale stands for Mid-Atlantic Tourism Public Relations Alliance. They're regional tourism partners from our area of the world here in Eastern United States. Delaware, Maryland, PA, Virginia, Washington, D.C., and West Virginia are all part of that alliance. They had of course, our tourism group was very much involved in scheduling and putting together what they've been doing. They traveled around the county and visited a lot of the tourist areas. Reading Phillies game, of course, they were, as I said, Rodale, West Reading. There was a whole list of opportunities for the guests to come and experience tourism here in Berks County, and we're really happy that they had an opportunity to be here as well. I also taped my County Connection show on BCTV just yesterday, talking about the new leadership team at Opportunity House. We brought them in to talk. Alyssa Bushke, who's the new CEO, was there. Jamie Minnick, the new COO, were my guests on taping yesterday. It'll be shown on Monday, August the 18th at 6:30. And again, we talked about all the exciting things that are happening at Opportunity House. And Commissioner Rivera mentioned the employee recognition at the Berksheim tomorrow. We'll all be attending, and CCAP is coming up, County Commissioners Association of Pennsylvania. I look forward to attending that as well. So, Mr. Chairman, that's all I have.
Thank you very much, Commissioner Santoni. Several items. One, on Monday, I had my regular meeting with Jay Ostrich and Will Tobin, our leaders at the Berks County Veterans Affairs Department. I want to share some data. They just received their annual report on activities. This is July 1 of 24 through the end of June of 25. Just to put this into perspective, over that year, they took 12,835 phone calls, averaging 52 calls per day. They had 2,169 appointment office visits. That is between 8 and 9 per day. And they processed a total of 1,944 total claims. What is significant about that, out of 67 counties, we are number 2 in total claims. The total claims that we were able to process for 18,000 plus veterans in Berks County was $46,815,389. And to kind of get an idea of what we're talking about, 16,450,000 went to disabled American veterans. There's 11,700,000 through Veterans of Foreign Wars, 4,600,000 American Legion, 1.4 million AMVETS, 549,000 Vietnam Veterans of America. What is additionally interesting is where we fit in total number of vets. So the number 1 county for processing, close to $60 million, is Chester County. They have 21,125 vets. We're number 2 in processing. But interestingly enough, the number 1 county with vets is Allegheny County. They have 63,000. They processed under $40 million. Philadelphia County has 52,500 vets. They processed under $20 million. York County, which has more veterans than we do, 27,366, they processed around 12 million. I point that out because our veterans team does amazing work for veterans right here in Berks County. And when you look at this kind of data, it just really, really jumps out. 3 key takeaways. They set a goal of compensation at the beginning of last fiscal year of $45,600,000. They exceeded that goal by 1.2 million. They made a commitment to decrease callback wait times with the kind of call volume that they get. And now the wait time is between 2 and 5 hours total. It used to be in excess of a day. And they added 2 additional veteran service officers. They were able to decrease the caseload, the backload of 620 claims to 300, I shouldn't say backload, total claims per VSO used to be 620. It's now 389. But that's still a lot of claims to process. Just want to say congratulations to Jay and to Will and the entire Veterans Affairs team. It's noted about Blue Mountain Camp, Hope Rescue, and the Lighthouse Project. I just want to take a minute. Yesterday, Veronica and I were up in Penn State at the annual Penn State Ag Progress Days, and I'm going to share some photos. So this is a photo with the Secretary of Agriculture, Russ Redding. Left to right, Kim Fees, our Director of the Berks County Ag Department. Amy Bradford is our regional representative with Penn State Berks. Lisa is the ag teacher at Schuylkill Valley High School. The gentleman in the back is Ian. In front of him, we have Lily. Then we have Secretary Russ Redding. Next to him in the back is Autumn. In front of her is Genevieve, myself, and then let's see, I mixed up. Lucy is the one next to Lisa. Lily is the one on the end. We had probably our best tour of Ag Progress Days ever. I have to credit Penn State Extension, specifically Tara Mandock, set up 2 different tours for us. They were able to meet Congressman Glenn Thompson. I was impressed with Congressman Thompson, and you'll see in a minute, Russ Redding again, our Secretary of Ag, and our governor. All of them took time speaking to the students. And I will tell you, the students were pretty impressed that they set that kind of time aside for them. One of the things they did, they took us on a guided tour of the various ag schools within Penn State. This is a master's program on mushrooms, kind of important relative to Berks County. We're number 2 in the country in mushroom production behind Chester County. I'm not showing pictures from all the different schools, but each of the schools explained what they do. This is entomology, dealing specifically with invasives. The governor met with us. Here he's shaking hands with Lisa, and again, took time talking to each of the students, which I can tell you that's more impressive than just getting to hear somebody speak. Russ Redding, and those of you that know Secretary Redding, he has invested a lot of time here in Berks County. Maybe next, I think he's from Adams County, next to his own county. He often talks about what we do here in Berks County and our focus on ag. So one of the big questions we ask the students when we go, are you green or red? So green or red is the big competition, John Deere versus International. We had 3 who were green and 2 who were red, so we decided to do both. This piece of equipment, combine, is enormous. It's probably at least $500,000 or more to buy that. This is red. This is the Case International tractor. And then we finished up. They do this the last number of years. They take round bales of hay and make them into the Nittany Lions. So just great group. Two of the young ladies here are very interested in becoming large animal vets. I point that out because that's an enormous need in the ag industry. There are a lot of small animal vets, but folks, especially young people that want to work with horses and cows and hog operations and so forth, very, very significant. So that's what we have there. Just last item I'll mention, all three of us going to the County Commissioners Association. I'm sure when we're back next Thursday, we'll share some of our top takeaways from that event. With that, any comment from row officers? I don't think we have any row officers here or online. No public comment in person, and there is no public comment online.
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
The meeting stands adjourned.